Is it possible to perform surgery on a project you've already completed? Yes, but let me show you how I got there. So you're going to take your best friend, that little hook, and you're going to go ahead and gently pull out. Now I've already finished one row, and usually when you see that little tiny loop is when I do the snip. But I've already snipped the thread. Now I'm just pulling it off and trying to build that empty void where I can replace that brown eye to a green eye like I did at the row at the bottom. Right here, when your beads come off like this, it makes it easier to put your thread or put your needle on a stopper bead thread, which is what I just did. And now I'm going to grab all those beads and I'm going to put them all on that stopper bead thread. That way I don't have to individually pick out that exact row again. When I first cut it, sometimes all your beads can go falling down. Now here I am just making sure it's in the correct position. I would hate to put the beads on and then the eyes are on the wrong side. So once you determine it's on the correct side, then you want to go ahead and start to put your beads back on the thread that you're working with. You want to get it back in position and then you want to gently flip it over. And now you're going to use your fingers at the bottom to gently push up the beads. Now all those loose threads you do need to tuck away. That's the most important part that's going to keep it from unraveling. There's a lot of threads you still have to doctor, but in the meantime, your focus is replacing all those beads, ensuring threads don't pull with it, and you're doing just a couple beads at a time. Now, as you're going through them, usually I would recommend maybe 2 to 3. I got lucky on this one that I was able to do that many at one time. But you also want to make sure you don't pull too hard. Now that it's off the loom, there's more of a chance that you might accidentally miss a thread or pull too hard and ruining your whole project. So you want to be as delicate as you can when you're doctoring your piece like this. Now once you're all done putting that row on, now is the time to start tucking in all your threads. Using that roundabout method is the most important part because that's going to lock your thread into place. Then you can zigzag the rest of your threads right on through, so you don't have to worry about it ever unraveling. You do want to go up and down a few rows as well, getting a secondary thread to ensure all those rows are locked into place. Yes, you do got to make sure you wax all your threads. And as you're doing this, your threads are getting all tucked and your project will get completed. Being as delicate as possible, and there you go, eyes are all replaced. To learn techniques like this and more, make sure you're registering for Beading University today.